Over the past 20 years, Dr. Janet Lapp has inspired thousands to break through barriers, to become leaders in their fields, and keep positive and productive despite fast change. Whether she's opening or closing your conference, you can count on her to deliver challenging ideas with endless humor and unstoppable energy. Please welcome Dr. Janet Lapp.
My mom said, shh, don't do that. What will people think? How many times have you not done something because what will people think of you? How many times have you been in a meeting at work and you know the truth? You know what's supposed to happen at Bell South. You know what's supposed to happen, but you don't say anything during the meeting because you don't want to make waves. And then after the meeting, you talk to your friends. You know what they did? Oh my God, I can't believe that. How many of you do that? 1, 2, 3? Yes, y'all do. Because why? You're afraid of speaking up. Jen needs the truth. She needs it from you. She needs it from everybody. If you're too afraid to tell the truth, please go work for another company, not for Bell South, because we need you to tell the truth. You got the courage to speak up. The truth tellers will always do well in this company. So speak up.
How many of you came to the conference in order to get worse? Just 1 or 2? You did, sir? Okay, good job. Worse at anything in particular? No? Okay. All right, we're good. How many of you came to the conference so that you will do something better than you did before? Put your hands up. Okay, now here's a secret. That's most of you. That's about 96% of you. Now, here's a secret. If you just sit in a conference and you don't do anything differently, if you just take notes, oh, that's nice. That's a good idea on succession planning. Oh, I have to do that. Oh, that's retirement. Okay, I do that. And you write these things down. Are you going to do anything differently than you did before? Say no. No, you're not. Plato says life only becomes real at the point of action. Life becomes real at the point of action. So unless you do anything differently in this conference, you'll go back the same person you were before. That was a good person, but it could be a better person. In the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, there's a part of the reef that's alive and filled with color, and the fish are vibrant if you've been diving down there. But it's dangerous. The oxygen is constantly coming in to make the fish alive and the reef vibrant, but it's dangerous. It's scary. A lot of people won't dive there. A lot of people want to be on the safe side, where there's no surge, but it's gray. Never live in the center, never live in the gray part, only live on the edges. That's where the color is.
And I've also done extensive research into what the USTA staff is going through, and I'd like to clarify where you are in the change effort. These are the...
Why does my life get any better? Because you're doing the same thing all the time. And you say, oh, I'd love to do that. Oh, but the little voice comes. Who do you think you are? That's not for you, loser. You know, and you go like that, beat yourself up. Maybe not you in the front row, but they do back there a little bit. They do, I know. I was speaking to someone last night. He said, we're the Western Personnel Association. And 25 years ago, there was almost nobody that showed up. And look around the room. Look around the room at everybody who still works every day with benefits or payroll administration, gets all the heat, none of the credit, and you're still vertical, you're still smiling, and you can still eat without assistance. Good job. So if you wouldn't mind, as we begin our program, put your arms up in the air. That's right. If you're going to do it 100%, not halfway, sweetheart. All the way up. Cup your hands a little bit. Reach over behind the person next to you. Slam them on the shoulders and say, good job for the work you do in HR. Good job. Good job. Because I know the CEO is always calling down to HR and say, thank you for helping our company. And thank you for saving us money. I'm sure that's always happening. And maybe the employees are always sending you roses and boxes of chocolates saying, thank you with my payroll. Thank you with my benefits. Thank you for the good work you're doing. And that probably is true. But just in case that isn't true, I found to adapt to change in a lonely world, you got to do that with each other, with little mini conversations you've got back at work, don't you? And so this is just to remind you. And if nobody else is doing it to you, you can go around like this. Who cares? You know, do it to yourself.
Whether she's flying her own plane around the world, energizing a small group of executives or an audience of several thousand, Dr. Janet Lapp believes in no excuses, no limits, and no exceptions. As one of North America's most in-demand presenters, Janet has been admitted into the prestigious Speakers Hall of Fame, the Oscar of Professional Speaking, an award received by fewer than 1% of professional speakers. She's a licensed clinical psychologist, creator and host of the award-winning CBS series Keep Well, and author of 3 best-selling books, Dancing with Tigers, Plant Your Feet Firmly in Midair, and Positive Spin. Janet is a former professor, researcher, and registered nurse who was born and raised in Canada and received her PhD from McGill University in Montreal. Working in English, French, or Spanish, Janet leaves her audiences more focused on the possible, inspired to stretch their own boundaries, and challenged to achieve more than they ever dreamed possible.
This is just a demonstration part of the program where you get the point. It's about the excuses that people have, and they would love to be more successful, and the whole company could triple what they're doing next year if they just get rid of some of the things that people complain about. Yeah, the little vampire. You know, the one I was just talking about. Okay. Good job. Now, I want you to watch Mark, because something is about to happen to Mark over which he has no control. And that happens in companies, doesn't it? Woo!
And so if I'm wanting to get more externals, or I think I should get more people, I just won't let go of the past.
Why am I so tired? Oh, life is so hard. Why is life so hard for me? Oh, I can't. Why am I not moving more quickly? Because I can't see it. I'm in denial. What should I do? Should I get more staff? What should I do? Give me some feedback.
Oh, dump the load. I didn't see that. I didn't see.
When wonderful things happen to them that could be the most exciting time of their life, they start worrying about their weight. They worry, am I going to be thrown over the stage? And when they do that, Juan, they forget to enjoy the ride. Get it?
There's always one thing in your life you're a little scared that you won't do, eh? I don't know what it is for you, but I'd say make a list and just go through it, because it's impacting your life in some ways that you don't even recognize. If there's something external that you won't do, I won't do that, you're saying? I'll never do that. It's impacting your life in a deeper way than you think. So I'd say go do that thing that you won't do, and do it soon, because life is short. I used to be afraid of flying, and I used to be afraid of going into thunderstorms. Good reason. But I didn't want to be struck by lightning. I thought that would be a terrible thing, you know. So what if I get struck by lightning today? She said, Janet, there's no storm. I go, okay, you know. And when I was flying around Africa in a single engine, once a little Cessna, a storm came up really quickly, and I was struck by lightning 3 times. And it was so cool. It was just go boom, and that's it, and boom, and that's it. Now I go look for lightning storms. But the point is, what are you avoiding? Are you avoiding anything because you don't want to face it? Life becomes real at the point of action, doesn't it? So I'd say do the very thing that you're afraid of doing. And I see so many HR professionals, not in this province, but the other provinces, who go to meetings and they know what to say, they know the truth, they want to speak up, but they don't say anything during the meeting. And then they talk to each other afterwards. Oh, I can't believe what happened. Can you believe what happened? Do you know people by a hum? Do you know people out there like that? 1, 2, 3. See? Because why? What are they afraid of? Tell the truth. The truth will set you free, in some companies more than others. No. But scare yourself. Do something to scare yourself every day. How many of you would not like to speak in front of an audience of 1,000 people? Put your hands up right now. Could you come up here, sweetheart? How many by applause wish Stacy well right now? So that's number 1. Anybody sitting in the audience always wishes the speaker well, okay? That's number 1. And second, nobody's even thinking about you right now because they're thinking about themselves. They have to go to the bathroom. They have a list to make. She's right. Okay, they're not even thinking about you. So I want you to tell us for about 30 seconds. It's not about you. Just talk, be honest, be clear. They love you. And they're going to give you a standing ovation. Yeah, right. They are, believe me. Okay, Stacy, where are you from and why did you come here?
I'm from here. And I just started. I don't know.
Yeah.
They told me I was coming, so.
So are you ever going to listen to them again? No.
Absolutely.
All right.
Hi, Susan.
Is she cute or what? Now, she just got up and said, wait, no. This woman took a chance. She could have crawled under the table, but she came up with me. She took a chance, and she did the thing that you would love to do, not just in this area, but so many areas. She came up on stage, and she did something she didn't want to do. From now on in her life, she'll be able to do it very easily. Yes, she will. Stop it. Better. It's a new health system. We don't have a lot of sessions together, all right? Get over it. Are you doing one thing to scare yourself every day? Because, you know, fear, even if it's not speaking up in a meeting, fear, even if it's not confronting the person back at work who's having a tough decade, you know, if we don't face that stuff, or if we don't do something every day, what am I going to be doing today that's going to scare me? How am I going to push myself outside my comfort zone? What am I going to do today that's really going to scare me, going to push me and make me grow? A couple of you from maybe Nova Scotia or Newfoundland, you know that lobster who could have been 34 pounds by now? It's only 2 pounds. Why? Wouldn't let go of his shell. He wouldn't. Lobsters have to what? Shed their shell. He wouldn't do it. It's a good shell, better than no shell, eh? Some nicks and blemishes. I love my shell, though. Better than nothing. Do you know people like that who keep things because they're better than nothing? You know, you keep it, you hang on to it. I said, let it go. Shed your shell. They just can't see it coming. And this is actually a picture of IBM. They saved themselves because they were a mature industry and they didn't get it. They were so busy with their own processes that worked for so many years, they didn't get it. Their business was going down, their businesses are going down. They started complaining, right? And now they're in the consulting business. They're not in the PC business, and they're not in the computer business anymore, in the consulting business. Just like you, always be open to new opportunity, new change, because you might not be in the cleaning business for long. Like this guy who hiked the Appalachian Trail all the way from Springer Mountain in Georgia to Maine. And the last 8 miles he crawled. 2,167 miles he hiked the whole time. And he was the first completely blind person to hike the trail. His lesson is a simple one for us in this era of confusion maybe and difficulty seeing the future. His lesson is simple. He said, you know, I was completely blind. There were bears and there were blizzards and there were broken ribs. His name was Bill Irwin. He said, I had to get out of my tent every morning and walk. And I just had to put one foot in front of the other. That's all I had to do. And I give you the courage to do that. I don't know what it is that you're trying to accomplish. You've got great goals here next year, one foot in front of the other, that's all. We can accomplish amazing things. So do the impossible. The impossible just takes a little longer. This is absolutely the best time to be a human resources professional in Alberta. Do you agree with me? Say yes. You know why? Because when systems change and the top level CEOs have no clue what to do, then things are ambiguous and uncertain, and it's the best time in the world for human resources professionals to go ahead, full speed ahead, and take charge. And finally, they'll listen to you, right? Thank you so much, Molson, for being our credit. Thank you.
Good job. Woo.